Just looking way that way.
Well, it's a single mom I like fondly, pretty much, is what it means. Imagine the progress, at the time. But I always wanted to make a TV show. I mean, there's a lot I'm trying to say. So on one hand, it's a simple story about a struggling woman who's navigating co-parenting, and then it's a woman who's trying to figure out just how her past affects her future, and maybe that's why she can't get her life together. Getting into the whys of dysfunction with her and with Rosie's character and with the baby daddy. There's sort of big global issues we deal with, and then also lighthearted comedy. Rosie is freaking incredible. She's when we had our first conversation over FaceTime, I was already in Boston, and she was like, Frankie, I just want to disappear into a role, and I think I can do it. And she hung out with my mom, and she learned the accent, she changed her appearance, and is really just sort of giving this performance that I don't even know if people recognize that that's Rosie O'Donnell. She's really game, and we work with a lot of just figuring it out, workshopping the material, and she's there. Yeah. So there's nothing really. I mean, part of it is just being in the audition process. You definitely come across situations which wouldn't happen if you were a man. Even just people calling you oh, sweetie, honey, baby, that baby doll, that kind of stuff. But and I mean, on one hand, it's not surprising. What's exciting, at least for me, is that he got fired. That was what was surprising.
There's really a lot of my real life and things I've gone through and stuff my family has gone through. And well, I saw the short films that Frankie did and one at Sundance, and I was absolutely blown away. And I'm 55, she's 31. And to think in 2 generations, we've gotten to a place where a young actress wanting to change kind of the stakes for herself and her own career, wrote, developed, starred in, and directed this amazing piece of work. And I was just honored at the whole thing. I was blown away by both of her short features. I can't believe it's the smart thing. That's what she said. I'm like, come on. She's got some bipolar, untreated, and she's got her own pain from her own difficult childhood, where she can't really understand any of the suffering of her daughter because hers was so vast in comparison. And I think that's something easy for people to relate to, especially people who didn't have idyllic childhoods and then wanted to create that for their children. And, that's all a ruse, right? You can't really do that, and it's going to be what it is. As my therapist said, I might have overinvested in the mother narrative. So, I think we need to shift as a society in nature. Right, so we have to have a given. There's racism that exists innately, systemically in the United States, as well as sexism. And until we all agree that those are the givens, we're not going to be able to solve those problems. Absolutely. Tell, they have to say it. Just like, gay people had to come out, women have to tell. Women have to stand up and say, this is what happened to me in regards to this person. This is what happened to me, and here's how, And then together we rise, as Maya Angelou told us all.
Listen, Frankie has just written an incredible show with SMILF. And all of the writers on this show. It's such an exciting thing to be a part of. It's such a fun role to play, and it's a really, really fresh voice. I think people are going to love it. And the character that I'm playing is a character that I feel like we all will know and recognize, but at the same time I think that we're hearing a voice from her that maybe we haven't heard before. So I think it's been so fun to play, and I think people are going to love watching it.
So you have a
choice, and I hope that as a very... I always love in a show when shows allow an audience to recognize itself, allow people who are watching to say, oh my gosh, I so get that, that's so me. And I think that this show is going to do that, but do it and also do it in a way where the audience is feeling like, that's me, and nobody's ever said it like that before, and I've never seen it like that before. And that's always really fun. It's really fun, and I think this is definitely a show where people are going to keep wanting to come back.